So I've had my B2650 for about 3.5 years, and I've never put ballast in the tires. So I was talking to a local tire guy, and he said, use this RV and marine minus 50 degrees below Fahrenheit fluid. And so I picked up a bunch of that at Walmart. And then I went to Tractor Supply, picked up one of these fittings. It's just one of these air water adapter kits. And essentially what you do is I've already done this, you take the stem valve off, a little insert tool or removal tool. And then I just had a piece of hose that was to my hose reel going to the house, and I use my pump sprayer. I don't really use this much anymore because I've got a big pull behind sprayer now that I like. I like using granular stuff. And I thought, well, wait a minute, this thing already has the valves in it. It's got a pump, and all I got to do is dump the stuff, clean it out, and that's what I did. I dumped it all out. All the water was in there, the fertilizer was in there. And there's 2 valves on this guy. One right here and one right there. I can increase the pressure going to the tank by kind of manipulating this valve, and you can kind of see, you can see that right there. It's reversing the pressure going in. But what I did is I took most of the air out of the tire, not all of it, and then I just hooked the wire up to the tractor, or to the battery there. So if I turn this thing off, all right, this little switch here, turn the pump off, come over here and close the valve here. I can see if there's any air left in the tire by pressing this button, and there is. As it fills up with fluid, the pressure will go up that's inside there. So what you'll need to do, and what I can do here, is to check the valve pressure there, or the tire pressure, air pressure, is have the pump off, and then I turn the valve here, this little mechanical valve off, and then I watch the needle. And it's going up a little bit, and you can hear some of the air squirting back in, and water or fluid. So it's probably about right. I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit more air out. And I think I put 18 gallons in there. I've probably done about 5 gallons of it. The only thing you don't want to do is break the seal on a tire, but I'm not really worried about this. I've got it jacked up with a jack. And of course you put the valve stem at the top of the tire, so the fluid will go to the bottom. So that's getting a little bit less. Why don't we go ahead and turn that back on? So I'll go ahead and open this valve, a little bit of it squirt back, and then turn the pump on. And you may be able to hear it going in there. I did. It's not a super fast pump, so I'm looking at the fluid line there on the tank, and it's going down. It's a pretty big tank. I think it's 40 gallons. I don't remember. Anyway, so I'm thinking it's going to take me at least a half an hour to put all the rest of this fluid in there, and then I'll have to put the valve seat back in, and then put some air in the tire so I have the proper amount of air pressure. And for this particular tire, 13.616, I think they require, I think it's on the order of 18 gallons is 75% filled or full, and that's what you want to do with these when you put ballast in the tires. So anyway, hopefully this won't take too long, and I'll do the other side, and And the rear tires won't go off the ground when I pick up big logs and things like that. Will save it. Alright. Time for nothing.